Phoon, a name that resonates with all Counter-Strike players. But who is Phoon? When you hear his name, what comes to your mind? Many recognize him merely as the B-Hop guy, yet Phoon's influence extends far beyond a flashy speed demon montage. I've spent countless hours watching videos and digging through forums to uncover the truth about this mysterious legend and the impact he's had. As we unravel his story, we also seek answers. How was Phoon so good at B-hopping? Why did he quit? Where is he today? Stick around, because what we discovered might change how you view the legend of Phoon. It all started on January 28th, 2010, when a video titled "Phoon Too Much for Z-Block" was posted to YouTube. The video highlighted Phoon's incredible movement and originated some of the most iconic CS memes, such as "Admin, he's doing it sideways," and "From Ivy."
Bunny hopping all the way through Ivy, out middle, and through our connector. From Ivy, out middle, through our connector, like a speed demon.
Soon after, Phoon became a household name for all Counter-Strike players. Similar to how you would say Kobe after sinking a basket, people would say Phoon's name when they nailed a series of B-hops. But how did Phoon become such an incredible B-hopper? Well, it all started with a game called Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy wasn't your typical nowadays Star Wars game. Oh no, it was much different. This game had movement that rivaled other games such as Quake, and Phoon, being the speed demon he is, got obsessed with it. He would often spend his time setting speedrun records on various maps. Now you may be wondering why Phoon switched to a game like Counter-Strike. If that's your question, it's because you haven't experienced the original thrill of Counter-Strike 1.0's movement. The mastery needed to master Counter-Strike 1.0 movement was limitless, making it the perfect game for Phoon. And luckily for him, his skills transferred over effortlessly. When Phoon first started playing Counter-Strike, B-hopping was a niche skill. Only a handful of players mastered the technique. But there stood one player above the rest, oLore.
Shut up. Just a strip. So whoever's leaving has to get one.
I don't know. I don't know you.
If Phoon is the Michael Jordan of B-hopping, then oLore is undoubtedly the LeBron James. Given the overlapping timelines and shared community space, it's reasonable to believe that Phoon was heavily influenced by oLore's approach to the game. Together, they revolutionized the movement in Counter-Strike. B-hopping became so popular that it wasn't uncommon to see players attempting it in every game, even in silver ranks. As I dug deeper into Phoon's legacy, I was amazed to see his lasting impact to this day. If you were to search Phoon on YouTube, you'd find multiple viral videos posted within the last few years that use his name for virality. From montages to reactions to even Valorant shorts, Phoon's legacy will always endure. Given that Phoon has been quiet for the past 13 years, his lasting relevance shows just how much he meant to this community. However, the rise in popularity of B-hopping would soon go on to cause one of the most controversial changes in Counter-Strike history. Everything changed for Phoon and the B-hopping community with the release of the plugin Z-Block. For those paying attention, the word Z-Block should sound familiar. Well, if we go back to Phoon's original YouTube video, you'll see it was titled "Phoon Too Much for Z-Block." So, what is Z-Block and why is it so controversial? Z-Block is a plugin that was initially created to prevent cheaters from playing the game. One feature of this plugin was restricting the maximum speed a player could move. While Z-Block wasn't created to nerf B-hopping, it inadvertently destroyed the skill ceiling of this tech. Of course, this caused an uproar in the community. You had people on side A saying this was a good change as Counter-Strike is an aim game, not a movement game, and people on side B saying this drastically lowered the skill ceiling and depth of CS. As someone who loves the fluid movement in Source, I was personally disappointed by the Z-Block change. However, I understand why some players welcomed it. But despite the backlash, Z-Block was here to stay. While this news was devastating for a large portion of the CS community, most adapted and continued to play the game. However, Phoon was different. He fell in love with Counter-Strike because of the insane movement. Yeah, the aiming and strategy part of the game is fun, but was it really more fun than doing something like this? The introduction of Z-Block killed Phoon's desire to continue playing, and soon after, Phoon would officially retire from Counter-Strike. When asked why he quit, Phoon said, "I don't agree with the direction of the game," obviously referring to the Z-Block plugin. But what most people don't know is that Phoon had another reason for quitting. If it hadn't been for this random Redditor, we may have never found out the truth. But first, to better understand the context of Phoon's sudden disappearance, we must answer the question, where's Phoon today? The good answer is, he's alive. As you can see from his official Steam profile, Phoon hasn't given up on gaming quite yet. And in fact, Phoon still plays Jedi Academy to this day. Unfortunately though, that's all the information about what he might be up to nowadays. I've done countless hours of research, yet there's barely anything out there. Funnily enough, I did find Phoon's full legal name, but I won't be sharing that as he clearly wants to remain private. It's a common full name, so there's no way to tell who the real Phoon is anyways. So, why did Phoon mysteriously quit? What did he reveal in his text? Let's go back to his conversation. When asked why he quit Counter-Strike, he gave two reasons. The introduction of Z-Block was one of them, and the other was the shift in the community. Phoon disliked how the CS community was headed toward a greedy and fame-oriented identity. He missed how CS used to be, competitive and fun-focused first. Phoon's mindset regarding the community is exactly the same as why he chose to be so mysterious. He simply does not care about the money or fame. Phoon was just your typical nerd who loved experimenting with bugs and exploits. In my opinion, the mystery behind Phoon is what makes him so legendary.